riding your bike, and you can see that here. Here it is. You know, because you need that to ride your bike.
It's considered quite shocking to not wear a corset when you were on your bike. It was it was a real area of concern for some people that you could just be free boobing it, cycling along.
Yeah. So what I want to do is I want to put this picture out to the porn peddlers and all the lovely ladies in the porn peddlers to see whether or not you can recreate a Victorian style photo on a bike for the Curious History of Sex, and see whether we can get that done. See whether or not we can get any of the lovely ladies within that group to do that. I'm sure there'll be a couple that would be more than happy to have a go at doing that. Oh my gosh, sex dolls. Let me pick a word. Carving called the Blanchard phallus.
Yes, one of the oldest known phalluses that's ever been found. Is that one? Is it 35,000 years old? I think
36. It says, yeah.
36.
Wow.
Carved out of bone. Archaeologists are always really reluctant to say yes, definitely, definitely. So it's called things like a votive offering, but now that it's been reclassified as a phallus, they've had a meeting and they've gone, yeah, it's definitely a dick. So.
I wonder who's at that table. Okay, Jim, have a look. What do you think? Okay, Carl. I'm thinking it's just a phallus. Come on. It's a dick. Okay.
Everyone who's saying dick, hands up.
It's dick. It's a cock. Dick. Yes. So, I'll have to excuse me. I don't know why I'm coughing this evening, but I've got. There was a chap who was attracted to a statue or a doll. Is that right?
Well, there's been quite a few of them. One of the oldest, there was a statue of Aphrodite in ancient Greece that regularly guys used to go up and wank all over it. That's recorded in some places. She was considered so beautiful. It was actually supposed to have a semen stain. That's the one.
Yeah.
A stain left on her. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of monkey.
Isn't it?
Yeah. A lot of monkey jizz on there. Oh, we got another poem here. His heart desired the body he had formed. With many a touch he tries it. It is flesh or ivory, not ivory still, he's sure. Kisses he gave and thanks they are returned. He speaks to it, caresses it, believes. The firm new flesh beneath his fingers yield. That's lovely.
That's a story about it. It was called Pygmalion, and it was about someone who wished for a statue to be turned into a real woman, and she was.
Okay, all I can really say, the Alma doll. What's going on there? Is this one?
Yes, there she is. Yes, the Alma doll. That was not ancient Greece. That was an artist in the 20th century, and his girlfriend dumped him. His girlfriend's name was Alma, and it's sort of responding like a sensible adult. He had a life-size.
Fuck you! Have a hairy doll made.
Made of her, and he had really, really specific instructions to try and make it look really flesh-like. But unfortunately, the person who made it for him sort of covered it in like fake fur, and it just sort of looks like a gruffalo. It was a complete disaster.
It really does. It's very scary.
It's terrifying.
It really is. I'm sorry, I'm just dropped one of my microphones. Do you know, it's weird because going back to the male sex doll that I had tried, it had this crappy silicone that it picked up every single bit of dust and particle and hair and everything. So, you know, not only do you have to try and drag this 9.5 stone female looking boy band guy onto your bed, you've then got to clean him. Can you imagine what would you do with that? You know, talking about pruning, you'd have a field day with that if you were a barber.
Oh my goodness, yes, yeah. What? Oh, as if you'd want someone that would pick up that. You just fucked a Dyson, wouldn't you?
Well, do you know what? The Henry was actually quicker to assemble than this sex doll. It really was. You know, I could have hooved the whole house quicker by the time that I had got that sorted out. So let's keep moving on with the book because it's such a great book.
Thank you.
Smell. Now, there's two sections in this book that I'm going to bring up. One is about hair removal and about smell. And it's weird because you talk about them, and we are still going through these issues now. You know, people think that by changing the way that you smell will improve the chances of getting laid. You know, there's companies out there that make flavored lubes and, you know, douching and cleaning yourself too much, you know, your twinkle twat and everything, and removing hair. But people think that, you know, when you talk about removing hair, oh, that's because porn's been doing that. That's only been like that since porn. But it's not, has it? It's been, people have been removing hair for a very long time.
Yeah, absolutely. The earliest evidence we've got of hair removal goes right back to ancient Egypt and even as far as ancient Mesopotamia, 2000 BC. Like tweezers and razors have been found in ancient tombs, and there's reference to beard maintenance, things like that. In ancient Rome, there's more evidence of actual pubic hair removal.
Yeah, we've got a lovely lady there. Brilliant.
Yeah, there's a Victorian lady showing off her lack of pubic hair, so she must have taken it off somehow.
Yeah, and then this lady, she's just thought, I'm so knackered from doing my pubic hair. I'll just read my book. I'll read the newspaper over my breakfast.
So because you can really tell that they're trying to work out what looks sexy because it's not been, because the camera's relatively new. There's just a sense of like, how do we pose? How do we make this look sexy?
Yeah.
She needs a newspaper. Quick, give us something to read. It's just absolutely mad stuff. I love it.
One of the things that I've just found now, which I because I didn't get to that, and I just want to bring it up. Condoms. You've got condoms date to around the 1900s, and they were made of animal gut membrane. Firstly, how on earth would somebody think, oh, that gut member, that intestine there, will fit on my cock and prevent me from making you pregnant?
Well, let's buckle up because it's pretty disgusting.
Okay, I'm ready. Hang on a minute, hang on. Yeah, go.
Evidence of condoms goes back to about the 15th century, but the animal gut condoms, they found about 16th century. And you've got to put this in the context of syphilis. Because like now, if you get syphilis, it's not a nice thing, but we have antibiotic treatments and you're kind of done.
Yeah.
But the actual ravages of how horrific that disease was, that it would, cause dementia, your face would cave in, it was horrendously disfigured, it's awful. So people would go, obviously, to really extreme lengths not to get, apart from not having sex, people would go to really extreme lengths to not get syphilis. So the animal gut condoms were exactly that. It was pig gut or sheep gut, and they normally had a ribbon around the end, which would tie on to the penis, and here's the best bit. They were washed out and reused.
It's weird because I've seen these posters before, and a lot of the army posters I've seen are like this.
Yeah, there's a lot of slut shaming in World War II, blaming women for the spread of syphilis. They weren't using animal gut condoms. They were using the welly boot.
They were using what condoms?
Like
rubber ones that were again reusable, weren't they?
Some of them, by the First World War, they were still using reusable ones, but I think by World War II they had used disposable ones by then. Yeah.
I love the fact that there was a film that I watched was it at the beginning of the year about Victorian London, where the brothels would be men dressed as women, and other men would go in and see them. And I love the fact that you've even got photos of this in the book.
Yeah.
And
I wanted to write something about men in sex work as well.
I love this one. This is interracial picture.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
From about 1890, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really love it.
Evidence of gay brothels. We get the evidence normally from police records and court records when they were raided, so it's a bit of a skewed data, but we know that they existed, we know that they were there.
Yeah.
Called mollycottons.
I think it's if so everybody watching and everybody that's going to be listening or rewatching at a later date, The Curious History of Sex by Kate Lister will be out February 2020. If they wanted to pre-order a copy of this, where can they go?
So the publisher is called Unbound, and if you go to their website, you might have to set up a little account, but then you can pre-order it. You're effectively pledging to pre-order it, and the good thing about that is that money is going to Basis Sex Work Project in Leeds as well. So it's doing some good as well. Whereas if you order it in February, you will still get it, and that's brilliant, but a big chunk of that money will go to Amazon or whoever. So we want to do a bit of good as well.
So what have you got coming up? Because in November you're going to be doing a talk?
Yes, I'm doing a talk at Leeds Trinity University on the 6th of November. That's their journalism and media week for their students, but it's open to everybody. And I wanted to do a talk about how stigma around sex work is created and reflected and kind of magnified in the media, and what the effect of that is. And I wanted to look at the history of that, right? Going right back and looking at things like even like the Jack Ripper murders, and about how it's been sensationalized, how it was reported in the press, and then the Peter Sutcliffe murders, and about the process of dehumanization and what the cost of it is. So I'm trying to look at that.
And if anybody wanted to go to that, is it open to the public for people to go?
Oh, it's absolutely open to the public, and I would love you to come and talk to me afterwards and everything. If you go to the Leeds Trinity University webpage under events, it's there. I think it's something. It's like £6 a ticket or something. But,
wow. Well, what we'll do is we'll stick it out there for people to. Yeah, absolutely. Now, I just want to go through the final few bits, because I know that we've gone over, and I don't really care, because you're absolutely awesome, and I love speaking with you.
I've had so much fun. Thank you.
You are more than I've had so much fun. You're amazing. 3 questions. Tonight's people's choice is "Don't Leave Me This Way," but by who? You've got the Communards, Thelma Houston, Harold Melvin, and we don't even need to mention the last person because they haven't even got any votes.
I was going to be the Commodores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that will be for you. The word of the week is crunk.
Ooh.
What do you think crunk is? And it's
Can
spelled.
you use it in a sentence or not?
Not really. No,
Right,
it's spelled Krunk.
I don't know. It sounds almost like some a horrendously offensive word for semen.
I like how your mind works, but unfortunately,
they've got crunk all over the duvet again. Fuck me.
Unfortunately, it's not the right answer. We will be giving out the answer in probably the next 10 minutes. And tonight, well, do you know what? I'm not even going to dampen the mood and even ask you that question, because we're absolutely amazing with the energy that you've got. Everything that's in that book is such a fantastic read. I'll give you a little review from my daughter. She has advised me not to open it up next to ladies that seem to be twice her age on public transport, especially when it falls on a picture. But she said that she had a giggle when they overlooked, and when the woman shuddered, my daughter said she must have read the word cunt. The power of the cunt. We love it.
I love it. Oh.
Kate, you've been an absolute legend. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on Rose Talk Sex. No, not at all. And we hope to get you again. Probably a couple of weeks before the book actually comes out. We can have another chat and see what you've been getting up to since then.
Brilliant.
Perfect. You've been a superstar. Thank you so much, Kate. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye. Absolutely. What a legend. That was Kate Lister, by the way. I'm going to put our song on quickly while I can sort out everybody's tweets. I don't know if you didn't WhatsApp me the question. I couldn't look at both screens, so I couldn't tell you whether or not. I obviously didn't get the tweets, but let me put a song on. Let me sort this shit out because I'm getting a bit with everything. I've lost my cursor because I've got so many screens. Here we go. So it's the last song on my choice.